Hey guys, and welcome to the next tutorial for ethical hacking. So in this tutorial we will be taking a look at Path Analyzer Pro. Path Analyzer Pro delivers advanced network route tracing with performance test, DNS, whois and network resolution to investigate about network issues. So using the information, IP address and host domain name etc. that we found in the previous tutorial, access can be gained into the organization's network, which allows the penetration tester to thoroughly learn about the organization's network environment for possible vulnerabilities. Taking all the information gathered into account, penetration testers study the systems to find the best routes of attack, and the same task can be performed by an attacker, and results probably will prove to be very fatal for the organization. In such cases, a pen tester, you should be, let's say, be competent along with the similar to that of other hacker to trace the network route, determine the network path, and troubleshoot the network issues. Here you will be guided to trace the network route using the tool Path Analyzer Pro. It's actually a bit timid when I actually go and try to write that, so you can just go over here, Path Analyzer Pro, and this is the official website. I'll just go into the downloads page and download it for Windows. So it's a 7.6 MB file. So this is the latest version as of now. So just go and simply follow the installation wizard and it will help you to install that. Traceroute is just a computer network tool for measuring the route path and the transmit times of packets across the IP, that's Internet Protocol Network. The Traceroute tool is available on almost all Unix-like operating systems and variants such as, I'll just install this. Next, I agree, next, and everyone. Okay, perfect. So yeah, so the Traceroute tool is available on all Unix-like operating system and its variants such as TracePath on modern Linux systems and Tracert on Microsoft Windows operating system, and similar functionality are also available. So let's just get this installed with. Okay, the start menu. Okay, I'll just next, and okay, so I'll just go over here and I'll check for Path Analyzer Pro, 12 new applications. So okay, perfect. So I'll just go ahead and open this. Okay, so I'll just click on evaluate. And over here the main window of Path Analyzer Pro appears as shown over here. You can select the ICMP protocol over here, so that is which is by default selected in the standard sections options, and under the and over here under the advanced probe details, you can click on the smart option over here in the length of packet type and leave the rest of the option in this section as the default settings. Firewall is required to be disabled for the appropriate output, so I'll just go over here and search for firewall. Now I'll just go and disable this for the time being. Okay, turn off the firewall. Now I'll just disable this for the time being, and yeah, perfect. So in the advanced tracing settings over here, I'll just go over here. In the advanced tracing settings, the option remains at the default setting. So just check on the stop on control messages over here in the advanced tracing option. So to perform the trace, after checking this option, you need to select the target host. So I'll just go ahead and search over here as www.google.com and check the port. It is by default ticked and smart as default by, and so that means it's 65535. That is the basic. And in the default option over here, okay, I'll just select timed trace, not one-time trace. And if you go ahead and select the time of trace, it will ask you what is the time of trace that you need to go ahead and set. Just select this and I'll try to select, so I'll just type, let's say any random stuff, let's like 3, 0 and 0, and I'll just go ahead and click on accept. As you can see, I'm getting a specific raw socket option. Let me just check what this error is exactly. Okay, maybe the reason for that is because my firewall is still blocking this. Let me check port smart 80, and yeah, perfect. Select a one-time trace raw socket. Okay, let me check random. Okay, there is no specific reason for that. Most probably the reason for that is because, yeah, the reason for that is because my firewall is still blocking this. Maybe the antivirus firewall, that is the reason. But if you go and try to run this, you'll probably get the exact synopsis as to what you're looking for, and you'll get the idea as to what I'm talking about. So, but this is how it looks like, and I'll just go and enable the firewall, and perfect. The next thing that we would need to download would be the Email Tracker Pro tool. So I'll just go over here and type Email Tracker Pro. I'll just go over here and I'll just go ahead and download it. Email Tracker Pro is a tool that analyzes email headers to disclose the original sender's location. So in the previous lab, you gathered information such as the number of hops between a host and a client, IP addresses, etc. So as you know, data packets often have to go through routers or firewalls, and a hop occurs each time packets are passed on to the next router. The number of hops determine the distance between the source and a destination host. An attacker will analyze the hops for the firewall and determine the protection layers to hack into an organization or a client. Attackers will definitely try, let's say, to hide the true identity and the location while intruding an organization or a client by gaining, let's say, illegal access to the other computers and accomplish their task. If an attacker uses email as a means of attack, it is very important for a penetration tester to be known with email headers and related details to be able to track and prevent such attacks within an organization. In this example, you will learn to trace email using the Email Tracker Pro tool. However, I don't have the specific email ID or temporary email ID as of now to go ahead and show exactly how it looks like, but I'll show you the exact version. So I'll just wait for it to download. It's a 4.6 MB file. Okay, it's probably gone to boot loop. Let's see if this zip file works. Okay, either my net is slow or either their domain is slow. Let me check. Okay, my net is awesome, so I believe their domain is extremely slow. Let me just check. Click on download as. Okay, probably the website is down, but in case you downloaded this, you can straight away go and try to check. Just type in copy the email header that you get, and I'll show you what a Google or Gmail email header looks like. Okay, great. So it's started to download all at once. Okay, never mind. So I'll just go ahead and try to run this. Okay, by the time it gets installed, I'll show you how a Gmail header looks like. Okay, so let me just open a specific image for you. Okay, perfect. So in your Gmail tab, when you click on, if you have a text message, you can just click over here and check, click on check original inside the Gmail header part. As you can see, inside the email over here, you can go ahead and click. There is an option over here on the right hand side of check header. I'll just go ahead and check original. Okay, it's show original. So over here in the Gmail part, on the right hand side near to reply, you will see show original, and when you click on this, you will see this specific IP address. So this is the IP address from where you actually received the specific mail. So you can just copy it over here and let it get installed. You can just copy it to the Email Tracker Pro, and it will probably. Okay, great. So just go ahead and try to run this. Okay, okay, perfect. Okay, great. So click on trace the email. So I'll just trace email. Okay, there is no email selected to trace. Okay, so I need to set up an account over here. Account name, username, password, and length. And once you go ahead and configure it, it will probably go ahead and ask you to enter that specific email. So I'll just check whether trace headers, and you can just copy this specific part from over here, this specific header from your Gmail ID, and paste it over here, and it will show you exactly what was the exact location from where it was sent. That means the company name or the ISP or the internet service provider's number. So I'll just cancel it, and this runner number, I'll just go ahead and check from where did we what is this exactly, just for the timing. Let's say check IP address. Okay, application finder, I'll just go down, write this IP down, and see what we are going to get. 209.85.128.74. Okay, perfect. I'll just try to check if this is actually located somewhere. Okay, as you can see, this is this IP address is actually live, and it's from the United States of California, Mountain View, Georgia, in Google. Okay, this is for the Google's, and this is the internet service provider. That means the email came from Google itself and from no other place. And this is how it looks like. Similarly, in Email Tracker Pro would give you much more information, and if you have an Outlook configure, you can find the email header in a similar manner. You can just double click on the email to open a new window, click on the tags toolbar, and then click on the message options, and under the internet headers you will find a small internet email header, something similar to this. Let's say Outlook email header, and you can just go over here, and this is how it would look like. Perfect. So yeah, that's it. So just make sure that the things when you go ahead and get information from the Email Tracker Pro, or by getting information from the header, the information that you note down would be the map, that is the location of the traced email in the graphic user interface map, that is the latitude and the longitude that you get from the map, and the table, that is the hop in the route with the IP address, the email summary, that is the summary of the traced email, that is from and to email address, the date, the subject, the location, and the traced information such as the subject, the sender ID, the sender IP, and the location. So these are a few things that you need to keep in mind when you're actually going ahead and trying to trace some kind of email information. So I think that would be it for this tutorial as of now, and thank you for watching this tutorial, guys. Next tutorial I'll be starting with targeting a website by using the Firebug. So that's it for this tutorial, and have a nice day ahead.